Okay, let's have another mega exciting 5-minute auto pairing. Let's click on the 5-minute auto pairing. Okay, and I think I'll try this knight c3 system. And an f3 here, maybe for e4. c5, maybe e3. I don't think e4. It failed. Not failed. It's kind of failed to give me a decent position after takes, and then e5. So I think I've got to hold the d4 square here with e3 instead of e4. I think cd. I'm trying to hold these two central squares. I know I've just weakened a bit the dark squares with f3. I think this might be a lesser evil strategy. Okay. So queen d2 here, or at least this pawn holds the e4 square. I think this would be a slight initiative for rook b1. I'm hoping. Okay, maybe I should drop the bishop back. What about bishop b5? I can go like this. Maybe bishop a4 on bishop b4. I'll just drop it back for a moment. I think d5. I mean, putting pressure on d5. So knight g2 castle. Should be okay. Okay, he's taking the pawn here. I'm hoping there's something going on here. Maybe I can double the pawns to start off. I'll lose the rook. Okay, here first. I'll double the pawns with that pin. Now to take on d7 or not. Bishop b4, there's bishop b3 actually, so maybe just for the moment. Keeping the pen for the moment. My castle. Okay, okay. Bishop h6, yes, lucrative. So what's going on here? Is f4 any good? F5, that might be interesting. F4, maybe that's interesting. F5. He's got a good lockdown on position. Can I target this one? Maybe the knight can come here and then c4. Try and blast open this diagonal. Mind you, bishop a6 isn't going to happen, so maybe a quick c4 here. I could just take it. Protecting g2. I'm wondering about d5. d5 or a5. Try and isolate this pawn a bit. Try and attack it later. Well, there's a check here, then knight c4. It's queen d5. Is that worth it? Maybe king f8, rook f3 to g3. Is it worth throwing this check in? Or d5 and there's knight d4 after. That could damage the pawn structure. Maybe this is worth it. just the pawn sack to get knight d4 in. Try and get my pawn back. Pardon me. So this structure is strong with the pawn on e6. So pawn sack, knight d4 after, hoping for knight f5. It has got this protected pass pawn though. get these things off. Okay, pre-move that. So I'm going to win that f5. Maybe d5's weak, but this pawn's dangerous. So this is far from anything advantageous at the moment, I would say. The check and then rook c5 looks interesting to undermine these guys, but then f4 drops. Does it matter? He's got bishop e3 after. I am tempted with, if I use this one to keep f4, keep an eye on f4. So I want a5. Also rook b5 is interesting. I can get these two pawns. Hold f4 for a moment. Keep the blockade actually on the, this is potentially dangerous. Pass pawn as well. Well, okay, there's a pawn here, and now I can take this one. But he has got that dangerous d pawn on the cards. Is that, I can't really, I'm not sure I can. I should probably take out this one.
Check.
Okay. Blockade strategy. Try and get some blockades going. What about knight e7 to d5? That hits b4. Try and stop this invasion point. So bishop d4. And there's rook c5. Maybe rook c5 here. Try and do something with that. It's pretty dangerous with bishop d4s on the card. This d pawn.
Check.
It's very dangerous for me. Okay. What to do here? Check on c6, a5. Gonna attack this d pawn. Maybe king. I go with my king for a moment. Here. Right. Yeah. Okay, the knight can come maybe to e3. Does that give anything? Knight c4. Check here, might be useful. A minute each.
Check.
Try and get his pieces on some unfortunate square tactically. Although bishop d4, yeah, get his knight d5 in. What about these pawns? He's going to move this one though, this b pawn. Yeah.
Check.
Now knight c4 here. Isn't that getting almost interesting, I hope?
Check.
He's got rook e1. Hang on, have I got king? If I take here and I've got rook a7. Well, it's getting dangerous a bit for his king. Surely.
Check.
Oh, okay. I'm down to 20 seconds. It's pre-move time, really. Pre-move
time warning.
What about rook d2? This one. Knight b3. It's really, we're in pre-move time.
Check.
I'll take the rook.
Check. Check. Check.
Yep. It's cracked up there, I'm afraid. Well, you know, from a sporting point of view, obviously it's fun for me, but yeah, he had a great position. But let's see. I mean, I did try and change the pattern here, because if you remember a previous game from this innovative opening, this really backfired, I think, badly. This position, it was already I was against the GM. It was quite unpleasant. I managed to win in the end, but it was unpleasant throughout the game, if you remember that. So I thought I should just try and hold the d4 square here. The advantage is not that huge. Well, it was after that. Maybe castling, apparently. So that would hold the b2 pawn. Doesn't seem that bad. I just wanted a novel position, which was playable. And okay, so this is a protected pass pawn stuff. Yeah. Now here, okay, it's second pawn sack. Maybe it's not so bad. Apparently this is about equal here.
Check.
So that's why is check better?
Check.
Oh, knight b3. That really goes for that instead of that. Okay, leaving this guy behind. I mean, it's just double pawns anyway. So say this. Check.
Check.
Is it something
Check.
perpetuals here?
Check.
Very perpetually almost. Rook d1, say d4. Okay, yeah, it seems that the pawns get undermined. But yeah, this
Check.
gives him that dangerous d pawn.
Check.
And it's
Check.
yeah, it looks a bit grim really, and the
Check.
judge doesn't really like
Check.
things. Although here I thought, hang on, his king's getting in trouble. So apparently this is equal now, knight a5. Better, oh, rook d8,
Check.
kick the king over there, king b4. Right, so I think I've been let off here.
Check.
Oh, again, rook d8 is really strong here. It just
Check.
wins the knight. He had 28 seconds there. Yeah. So I've extinguished that d-file checks. Yeah, he just blundered the rook.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
Bit of luck there at
Check.
the end. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.